Good morning, student. My name is Victor, your personal mathematics tutor. So today I'm going to be looking at function, the second part of function. It will be like the third videos I'm making on function. I would like you to go and like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Watch a lot of videos there. You will help you with your mathematics. I try to be able to break all the hard maths topics step by step. When I'm done with hard maths, I'll go with A-level maths, WIEC, Cambridge, and all the mathematics I can lay my hand on to make it easy for students that are looking to make mathematics easy. So today I'm going to be looking at the composition of functions. The word composition means composed. You bring them together. You bring two functions together. There's a relationship between. Remember, I told you that function is a relationship between x and y, where x is independent and y is dependent variables. So when there is now two statements that you are now bringing together and they become a composition of a function. For example, I want to go to mall and I also want to go and buy biscuits. So I can say I want to go to mall, I want to go and buy biscuits. Or I can say I want to go to mall and buy biscuits. So I've been able to fuse two of them together and it's called composition of function, especially when the composition of function, when they are linked together. So there's no how I can go to mall. If I want to buy, there's no how I can buy sweet without going to mall. Especially if I'm going to mall, I can also buy the sweet I'm looking for. So that is what you do. And the thing is I've actually done composition of functions severally without knowing it. For example, when they say that a is equal to 2x, when you did simultaneous equation, when you did substitution method, that is actually a composition of a function. When you put a function inside another function, you are saying you are giving substitute a equals to 2s into y equals to 2a minus 1. So in this case, all you need to do is that wherever you see a in the second equation, you put 2x there. That is it. Let us say the first one is that I want to buy sweet. Second one, I want to go to mall. You put I want to go to mall inside. I want to buy sweet inside. I want to go to mall, and the sentence will make so much sense. I want to go to mall and buy sweet. So if I'm to solve this now, see how it's going to be. If I'm to put it there, it's going to give me 10x minus 1 because it's going to be 5 in bracket 2x minus 1. So when you multiply it by 2, it gives you 10x minus 1. The same thing applicable to the second one. The same thing is applicable to the third one. That being said, if something is composite, then it's made of two or more things. So that is what I just explained to you earlier. Two or more things. The composite function is two or more functions being substituted into one another. Better grammar proof. So we say that if this is a function f of x equals to 2x plus 5 is a function, another function g of x equals to x squared. So you can put two of them together. Remember, I've told you that f of x or g of x is representing y value because it's an output. So if both of them are the y value, so I can substitute both of them together. So, but look at this particular one. It said now we can find the composite function of f g of 2. In other words, there are two ways I tell people to do that. You solve it backward. F of g of 2. So you put 2 in your g. The answer you get, you put it in your f. You start with the function closer to the input, like I just said. You put 2 inside f. And when you put 2 inside f, it's going to give you 4 because g of x is x squared and 2 squared will give you 4. So then you put the 4 inside f and you get your answer. It's simple as that. It's simple as that. So fg of 2 is going to give you 30. So the same thing happened here. Fg of 1, you put 1 in g, the answer you get, you put it in f. Yes, just like what you are seeing here now. So the same thing applicable. You can pause your video, solve it, then check whether the answer you get is the same thing. You get it? Now look at this one, it's a little bit complex. And I say f of x is square root of x plus 4. So they are now asking you to find fg of 2, fg of 4. So that means you put 4 in g, and when you put 4 in g, it's going to give you 12. The answer you now get, you put it in f, 12. Then if you put it in 12, it's going to be 12 plus 4, which is 16. Square root of 16 will give you 4. So, and that is what we just did here. FG of 4, and it will give you the answer. Very easy. The same thing is applicable to this one. You put -4 in H, the answer you get, you put it in G. As simple as that. So you can now try to solve this one yourself. Find f of H of 11. The same procedure, you put 11 inside H, the answer you get, you put it inside F, and you get your answer. As simple as that. This is actually one of the easiest parts of a function where you have f of something and you're able to put it that way. So look at this one. They ask you to find fg of x. You see the same way. All you need to put, you put g of x inside x. And if you put g of x inside x, it's going to give you this. I'm going to show you exactly how they were able to get this particular one. Let's look at this together. Let's look at this together. Let's look at this together. Let me solve it for you in detail so that you see how they were able to get this one. Okay, now let's look at it. So you have g of x. G of x is equals to 3x squared plus 6. And your f of x is already there, so let me not write it again. So putting g of x inside the f of x is now going to be f in bracket. You already know that g of x is 3x squared plus 6 is equal to 2x plus 1. So wherever I see my x, I'll put everything that is here. So this will now give me 2 in bracket 3x squared plus 6 close bracket. I'll still put my plus 1. So if I open bracket, I have sorry, I am putting g of x. Okay, yes. So I'm putting g of x inside f of x, ex. So you put g of x inside f of x, ex. So we now have 2 times 3 is going to give you 6x squared plus 12 plus 1. Okay, plus 1. And that is what we get. And okay, that is what you will get. So you will get 6x squared plus 13. This is what we get. So so you'll be able to, in other way, if you're able to substitute the f of x, you put g of x. You're putting g of x inside of your f of x, and it's going to give you the answer that you get. Okay. So, and that is what they'll be able to get here, like what I just solved for you here. What I just solved for you here, you now have 6x squared plus 13 when you are able to solve it that way. Now, another thing again is this. You have to be careful with the sign on how you are doing it so that it will be easy for you to not make mistake with the problem. Because one of the main problems people make when solving algebra is the problem of signs. They make mistake with the sign. Okay, now let's proceed to this. So when you are asked to find g f of x, all you need to put, you put g of x inside the equation and you'll be able to still have your answer here, which will give you 12x squared plus 12x plus 9, which is what we got here. That was actually a mistake here. It's not supposed to be a fg of x is not this, it's actually 6x squared minus 6. Okay, now you can actually try this one when they say you should put fg of x inside this. Remember the formula, you put your g of x inside this and you're able to get whatever you are looking for, just like this. Then when you put it, you get your answer. It's very easy. It's just like substitution. And once you apply it, you give it this. Now they can ask you to find f g of b equals to negative 14. It's just the rule, just like what we have done before. You put your b in g, what you get, you put it in f, and what you get, you equate it to negative 14, just like this. Just like this. Though it's going to lead you to quadratic equation, but as usual, you solve it using any of the formula that I've taught you before. If you are still don't have not watched the video on quadratic equation, I will advise you to go back, watch them, and you'll be able to get it. I think that will be the end of the class on composite function. If you don't understand it the first way, you can go back to the video again to watch it again. You can send me message, personal message, if you need more clarification to some solving, and I'll be able to help you. Thank you for joining the class. Remember to subscribe and like. You're welcome.